Evening guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Bit of Sunday trucking. Let me know if the sound is okay and you can hear me alright, and we should be good to go. So, we are in Dortmund. I think we're in Dortmund. I hope we're in Dortmund. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're in Dortmund. So, yeah, Puzzle Peanut, how you doing? Hope you can hear me okay. We're in Dortmund. The green line is us. And we're going all the way up the top, bypassing Bremen, Hamburg, and up into Rostock is where we're going tonight. So it's a pretty decent run, this one. And just looking at the orders, I've got the big trailer. So I think it was Stephen who mentioned, I think it was last week when we were doing this. How come you're only taking one container? You can get a trailer and you can take more containers than this. If you go into the same location. So I think we took a container last week and I think we made about €26,000. And he was right. I've got this trailer and both of these are worth 30,410 each. So we got two of these. So that's what we're doing. I'll show you the trailer. I've got them loaded up already. It's just a long trailer that allows you to carry two of these things, which is great. I'm good, Puzzle Peanut. Thank you very much. Mr. Water, how you doing? Nice to see you in. Neil, how you doing, Neil? Thanks for the comments on the train videos. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed those. Puzzle Peanut says can hear you fine. That's good. That's good. Melody, how you doing? You're here early, Melody, to say that you don't like this game. If you don't like the game, you must like the host. So that's something. So yeah, good to see you. So we got a few in, yeah. So thanks, Puzzle Peanut, Neil, Melody, Mr. Water, everybody else that's in. I think we'll get started. 564 kilometers. This one is, and Ant-Man's in. How you doing, Ant-Man? Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Melody. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is a long run. This one. I'll just show you again. Oh, I keep pressing R1 and R2. Right, which does this. And what I mean to do is press R2, R1. Yeah, R2, L2 to zoom in and out. I keep using the other button. So we're going from Dortmund. We're going all the way up the top. You can just see the green line. Right over to this side. We're going up to Rostock, up in this top corner. So yeah, it's a decent run. So let's get to it. We'll get the ignition going. I've already done the rest mode in the tachograph, so we've got a full 9 hours to get up there, which is good. So that's the ignition on. Let's just make sure that let's go in the cab because I want to make sure that oh, why is it not showing that? Just hang on a sec. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Driving time 9 hours. We don't need the lights on. It's 7:11 in the morning. Ant-Man, I don't mind it, to be honest. I can't play it solidly. I think we streamed it last Sunday. We've done a few Sundays, and we streamed it last Sunday. I've not played it since, apart from buying this new trailer that I've got. So I don't spend solid time on it, not like I do on Train Sim World or anything else, but I find it's alright. Some of you guys have got access, and all Melody's got access to other truck sims, which probably wipe the floor with this one, but if you've not got much option, then it's alright. It's not bad, and it's getting better. Yeah, as Mr. Water says there, yeah, it is getting better. And we talked about it last week. Wheel support is definitely now coming to this. We're just waiting for some kind of time frame on that. So, right, I'm going to use the tip you gave me last week to look left and right, because that is super useful. This is quite a heavy truck with these two containers on the back. You can feel it. Yeah, look at Melody there. No, it's terrible. Oh, you got it on launch, Ant-Man, and got a refund. It's probably come a long way since then. Especially if you're playing it on next gen. Because there was all that debacle about the mirrors not working on the previous gen, if you remember. The mirrors were just sort of solid white, weren't they? You couldn't use the mirrors for anything, which was a bit embarrassing, but they fixed all that. I think bit by bit they've improved the performance. There's no issues with the performance on PS5 anyway, certainly. Puzzle Pinner says, do you buy the double trailer as is? Yeah, let me show you. If I go to vehicles, where's my guy? Oh, there's my guy. The one that's flashing up now. It is the 3 SCO LO semi container. That's the actual one that I bought. It's just that one long. I'm doing it again. I can't navigate this menu at all. Oh, there you go. That's better. It shows you. That's the one. So yeah, you can get 2 of these containers on, and just do one big run like we're doing now, and get. Well, I'm going to get nearly 61,000 euro just out of this one run. So that's the one you want. So make a note of that one. Right, I'm not actually turning there. Take the handbrake off. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, they were alright, I think, Mr. Water, on the PS4. I think the Xbox completely didn't work. Or was it the PS4 Pro? The mirrors worked, but the PS4, I can't remember. There was some issue. They weren't working very well for a long time. Yeah, mirrors were working on Pro, that's what I thought. I was trying to remember. Hey Stephen, how are you? Nice to see you. Farah, guten Tag. Yeah, it's better than it was, Farah. Yeah, that's all we can ask for, isn't it? Just hopefully keep plugging away. I mean, this view looks pretty good. They've just got to keep plugging away and keep improving it. What we don't want is for them to abandon it, because that's when we're going to be really struggling. And like I said to you guys last week, I'm quite happy to stream this if you guys want to see it. So Melody's just going to avoid us on Sundays if we play this on Sundays. Don't worry everyone, we'll be back to Lawnmower Sim quite soon. Right, we've got to get out of the city before we can open it up. Still 548. I tell you what, when I was driving into Dortmund, actually not really noticed before, but this looks like a great city in the game. A few different buildings and bridges that I'd not really seen before. I know we've been to Dortmund a couple of times over the last couple of Sundays because it's where one of these shipping worldwide shipping depots is, but it looked pretty good. Right, so we got a 60 limit on this one. I put the cruise on. Once we get on the motorway, we'll cover a few of these kilometres off. Right, I can't tell with this sun glare whether that's a green. Oh, it was a green. Not to worry. Pretty good, thanks, Stephen. Yeah, Xbox had the worst of it. Yeah, I seem to remember that. Yeah. The lawnmower DLCs are available on Xbox. Are they? That's interesting. Puzzle Peanut says keep the on the road streams coming. Yeah, as you know, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. I've been conscious of the fact we've done a lot of tourist bus sim, but having said that, they are quite popular. But I would like to, you know, try and do a little bit of everything. I've been quite enjoying running this on a Sunday actually for an hour or so. And the videos get good views during the week as well afterwards. So thanks to everybody that does watch these on demand. I know not everybody can jump in, especially with the way my schedule is a bit hit and miss at the moment. SNCF, how are you? 500 kilometres of red lights. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Need to update the title. It's looking better, Mel, this, yeah. I think if you've got access to the other stuff, you've been playing in VR, haven't you? On the other trucking game you've got. I don't know if it will quite entice you to come back to this. But it's worth taking another look at every now and again, definitely. Ant-Man's going to wait for a sale and probably rebuy it, yeah. CJO, how are you? Thanks for coming in. SNCF says, have I driven the Class 150 on Spirit of Steam? No, I haven't. So I did the earlier one, I did the 314 because I found it in the Merseyrail livery. So I wanted to try and at least run something that was Liverpool related. But no, I've not done the 150 yet, but I plan to. I plan to do a full run with the 150 because you know I like it. Right, let's get onto this motorway. There's the engine gone again. The engine sound just dies. A shame. Right, I'm gonna put it in cruise. And we're on our way, I think. It looks very pretty now, just looking here. There's still some popping there in the distance. But at least the vehicles on the opposite side of the road are not dropping out of the sky now, like they were right at the beginning. I have got a very poor first look video that I did on the PS4 when this first came out, which would be, was that last year, about February last year? It's a very poor video. Some might say my videos are poor now, but they certainly were then. And if you go back and have a look at that, I was running it on the PS4, you'll be able to see the difference now between that original PS4 version and this PS5 version. You'll see the difference then, I think. CGO says, do I get the PS5 upgrade for free? And any more news on wheel support? So first of all, yeah, you do get the PS5 upgrade is free. You don't need to pay for that if you own the PS4 version. So that's good news. The wheel support is about to come out. We just don't have a date yet, but they've confirmed that it definitely is still coming out. So we're just waiting for that if you do own a wheel. Yeah, thanks Mel, that's what it's about, isn't it? If you don't play it, everyone comes in just as a chat. That's what we do. Chilly, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Any recent update? There hasn't been an update for, I would say, 6 weeks. Is it between 6 and 8 weeks? When they did the sort of graphics updates, and beyond that we don't know what they put in because we couldn't get the patch notes, unfortunately. But graphically, certainly on the PS5, graphically, that was the thing that I noticed straight away. Would be nice to be able to get to an area where you can get the patch notes. I think there is a place, but they're all in German, which is probably beyond my level of German, unless we can stick it in Google Translate or something like that. Yeah, quite welcome, Chili. No problem at all. Got 13 in. Thanks for coming in on a Sunday night. I think we've had a good week this week while I've been off for streaming. It's been great to see you all in there. Once I get to that 1,000 subscribers, what I'm going to do is then put together a proper schedule, do it a bit more professionally then, and then you guys could, you know, perhaps plan around when I'm going to be live and see if you're free to join, rather than me just clicking the button, which is kind of what happens now. But no, it's great to see you all. And for you all coming on this 500 plus kilometre journey with me. It's a good one. SNCF likes the click the button method. I'm sure even if we have a schedule, SNCF will probably still do the click the button occasionally. I think sometimes when I'm just playing a game, I just think, well, I might as well click the broadcast button and see if anybody else is interested. Because certainly on a game like this, where we're doing this big run, it's easier to sit with you guys and chat than it is just to do the run. You know, just on your own. So Puzzle Peanut votes for click the button. Yeah, so you always click it, SNCF, yeah. So it looks like all my employees are all starting to finish the routes. I did set them up before we started, just to give us a few extra euro in the background. Ant-Man has Spotify on when he's playing. Yeah, it's good for that, isn't it? Yeah, if you guys can play that ETS2 on Series X, that's great, isn't it? So you've got that, and you've also got Microsoft Flight Simulator for Series X, so starting to come more like a PC, isn't it? Puzzle Peanut's agenda is just as random as my streaming. We've probably fitted quite well then, Puzzle Peanut. Although a couple of you did tell me in the comments that you missed the lawn mowing sim live stream yesterday. That was the one you were looking forward to, and you missed it. Chris Hope, I don't know if Chris is in the chat, but Chris Hope, who likes to wind me up in tourist bus when I'm hitting the corners down at Grand Tarahal, he was really looking forward to the live stream and missed it. So he was going to watch it last night, but he said he was saving it for the big TV. He wanted to watch it on the big TV, which is a bit strange to me, to think I'm coming through somebody's TV. That's a very odd feeling. But that's mainly how I watch YouTube, I have to admit. SNCF says you chopped off a flower. Yeah, I've chopped several flowers off, yeah. Internet radio and ETS2. That's actually quite a clever thing, isn't it, that? When you think about it. So Melody, have you got me on the 65 then? Am I on the 65 right now? Melody's got the 65-inch OLED. I'm right above Melody's fireplace. So that's good. Isn't the internet a great thing when you think about it? It's great, isn't it? You can beam into somebody's front room. Right, what we got? 414 kilometers. The weather's great at the moment. What is it? 10:03 in the morning? Once we get on a straight bit, I'll show you outside. It gets noisier outside. There's our two containers. Yeah, it's two containers, Ant-Man, but it doesn't tell you what's in them, I don't think. Or does it? What's it say? It just says they are Mobile Conti 20 footers. It doesn't actually tell you what the cargo is. So yeah, it could be just general. Sometimes sometimes they are like the food imp or something like that, aren't they? So you can kind of tell what it is that you're carrying, but not this time. I'll try and stay in lane on this view. I do like this view, but it is quite difficult to stay straight. The slightest movement puts you out of lane, which is a shame. Because from this view, the actual graphics look quite short. At least, I don't know what YouTube's like, but from my end it looks quite short. Yeah, picture quality, that's right, Mr. Watty, yeah, he's done a good job on it now. Yeah, it is amazing, Mel, to think about it. travelled behind it for a little bit. That bridge popped in just then, but generally it's way better than it was. And I just realised the Burger Boys are called Burger Queen. Puzzle Peanuts watching it on a crappy phone. Yeah, there is some fogging definitely ahead. They've pushed that out a little bit from what it was. It was quite close in at the start, but I think they've done that, haven't they? To you can just see through the fog. You can see some popping, and I think they've left the fog in to cover up the popping. But the way it is now, I mean, I'm quite pleased with it. I know you guys have been frustrated with wheel support, which hasn't affected me personally, but I understand it. I definitely understand it. You don't want to spend several hundred quid or whatever it is on a wheel and not be able to use it in a driving game. I mean, it should be one of the first things they put in before it releases, to be honest. But as a trucking game, going from A to B, delivering stuff, it does what it's meant to do. The business side of it works quite well. Although I've said it before, the way that you assign jobs to your drivers, and you have to say exactly what they're picking up and from where and where they're going and putting it in order. It's fine at the beginning, but it gets a bit tedious after a while. I wish there was a better way you could do that, a bit more dynamic way to do that. But apart from that, no, it's fine. And again, this is a game that's still, I think it's still under £30, isn't it? So it's not a major title. The side mirrors look very low down. Yeah. Yeah, everybody sub each other. It's fine. It's a good thing if you can do that. Hey Droa, how you doing? Oh well, that's clever. So Droa is watching the stream in the living room and playing TSW2. That's pretty good. Are you playing Spirit of Steam, Droa? I was playing Spirit of Steam again this afternoon. I love it. I was doing a couple of the scenarios. Some of those scenarios are really well done. There's one in particular, if you do own Spirit of Steam, there's one called Time for Scouts. And that one really got me thinking. There's a few points to switch during that scenario that they don't tell you about, and that was a really good one. Quite enjoyed that. It was meant to be 45 minutes. I think it took me an hour, but that was me working out where I was meant to be going. And just to give you an update, talking about subs, I think I was on 827. So thanks everybody. It's crawling up. We'll keep going. Oh, you're playing Harlem. Harlem's a good route actually. I do quite like Harlem as well. Whoops, swung it there a little bit. Yeah, Harlem was a good route. Or is, I should say. I haven't finished playing it by any stretch. Yeah, we're getting there, Mel. We're getting there. It's always nice to wake up in the morning and see if you've got, an extra one or two subs from, the replays. It's always encouraging. I'll be honest with you though, there are times you want to pack it in. I think it's like everything in life, isn't it? But yeah, there are those times where you feel like packing it in, but then once you run another stream, you're good after that. Gets you back on the straight and narrow again. $323 kilometers. Shall we check the map? We'll see how far we've got. So that's where we're going. That's Rostock. Let me just zoom out. So we're at Bremen. We've come up from Dortmund, so that's where we started. So we started here in the west at Dortmund. We're passing up alongside Bremen anytime now. Then we will also bypass Hamburg, and then we go across the top end of the map. We've got Kiel up in this top corner, which I think is the most northerly. Yeah, it's the most northerly city in the game, and in Germany probably for that matter. And then we got Rostock over this side, so that's where we're off to. A decent amount of traffic on the roads as well is the other thing that they seem to have improved on with this game. Decent amount of AI. And the other thing about the AI, of course, like any game, like we're seeing in Tourist Bus, the AI was absolutely terrible. Right at the beginning, I don't even think they stopped at red lights. And they would constantly prang into the side of you. So you'd get a green light, and the traffic to the left of you would still come right across you. They just ignored red lights completely. That took a little while to fix. They've still got a few issues right now, but it's a lot better than it was. Mel says, not thought about putting me in the streams. I have, and I'm probably going to do that. Just where I'm sat right now, I have nowhere to put the camera. But if I move the PlayStation full time into the other room, then I can use the camera on my Mac and use OBS properly, and do it that way. That's kind of one of my plans for the 1K subscribers, I think. So I've got that target in my head, and then once we get there, then for the channel, I'll take the channel to the next level after that as well, and do a little bit more just to enhance it, I think. That's good, Farah. Thanks. I missed that one. These streams have replaced TV. Yeah, the other thing as well you see is that I think Puzzle Peanut was saying it actually. What I also try to do is I'm going to miss comments, but I try to read as many comments as well as I can. Because at the moment, the level of comments is manageable. I can keep looking down and reading them generally. So, I'll do as much of that as I can as well. Mel says, how do you record the footage now? Oh, you don't want to know. Well, oh. Thanks, Mel. I just crashed into Brutto. um, so streaming now, I'm literally streaming from the PS5 directly to you, and then obviously once I'm streaming it, I quickly get onto the Mac and just update the thumbnail and things like that. But I can only do that once it's live because I can't use. I haven't got a capture card. So if I had a capture card, I can obviously stream the PS5 through the Mac and use OBS properly and schedule everything and get the camera going and all that. So I'm literally doing it directly from the standard PS5 sort of way of doing things. Then when I record something that's pre-recorded, I kind of do the same thing. I just kind of record it live while I'm playing it, take it onto the Mac into iMovie and do all the editing etc. into iMovie. So that takes a little bit of time because I've got to get it onto the Mac, and then I've got to get the music and do the titles and the thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. But I've got it off to a pretty decent routine, to be honest, so it doesn't take me long really to do that. Right at the beginning it did, but it's just the more you do of something, isn't it? This road's very bright in the sun. It's especially bad when it's raining as well. That's difficult in this game sometimes. 266 kilometers. Yeah, near second screen for the chat. I was saying the other day, wasn't I? Like most people, I also use my PS5 for Blu-rays and whatnot downstairs in the living room. So what I would have to do is keep unplugging the PS5 and taking it upstairs where I've got the office with all the other computer gear in there, and I'd have to stream from there, keep moving it up and down, so it's a bit of a pain. I just need to work out really what's best to do. I definitely won't be buying a second PS5, I can tell you that much. But this is why I'm planning ahead. I'm planning ahead for the 1K subscribers, and then from there I think we'll step it up a bit from what we're doing just now. So we're not that far away. So I have got these plans in motion. Let's just have a look. Oh, there's a guy coming up the side of me there. I'm going to get over there in a minute. There we go. So yeah, I've got the plans sort of circling around in my head. I think by the time we get to the 1K I'll be ready to go, so. Oh, nice, Mr. Water. Yeah. And that's why I like YouTube and rather than Twitch, because I know on Twitch the videos don't stay around, do they, very long. But on YouTube it's nice. You can build up quite a catalogue of your stuff. And then if you do get new subscribers that have come in and like the recent stuff, there's a good possibility they'll go back and have a look at some of the older stuff as well. Some of my older stuff is terrible. There's no commentary. It was from the PS4. It's in 720p, which is another thing. And I was waiting really to get the PS5. And as I said yesterday, I've stepped it up really since the PS5 came in, because I can broadcast it in 180p now, and it's a lot better for you guys. So yeah, some of the old stuff isn't good, but it's good as a reference if you play in Train Sim World, for example, because a lot of the old scenarios etc. are on there. So if you're having trouble with a particular scenario, you can go back and have a look how I did it and just compare it. A lot of people still do that. A lot of people comment and say they've gone back and looked at a scenario and they're kicking themselves because there was something they missed, but they could see in the video that how to do it, so that's quite good. So everything's there on record. What do I use for the audio, Mel? So how is the audio, first of all? I do just use a headset. Just in the last couple of weeks though, I bought the Steel Series, Arctis Steel Series 7P, I think it is. And it was especially for, it was built especially for the PS5. So it's got the 3D surround sound for the PS5, similar to PS5's own headset. So this one's, you can have it wireless. I've not got it wireless at the moment because the microphone sounds a little bit more tinny when you have it wireless. I've got it plugged into the controller, so you can have it wired, you can have it wireless. So it's not bad. It was about 170 quid, but I had a crappy Turtle Beach headset. And sorry to anyone who's got a Turtle Beach, they're very good to a point. But I had a crappy Turtle Beach that cost me about 30 quid, and I had that for years, and it was starting to play up. So I thought, being as I'm sort of doing the YouTubing now, I'll get something a bit more sort of semi-decent. So I splashed out on this one. Actually, it's really good, really comfy as well. Yeah, Jacob, how you doing? So you're thinking of building a new gaming PC? Yeah. As you know, I'm still part way through mine. I'm starting to see the graphics cards coming back on the market. And I would suspect, I don't know, but I would suspect that Nvidia are probably bringing out a new series, are they? September-ish. That's when they normally do it, isn't it? But, for now, I'm not in a big rush. I've waited ages. I've had a box full of stuff ready to go. Couldn't get a graphics card, so I couldn't do anything with it. So I can wait a little bit longer. See what happens with the prices. Oh, you got the Pulse headset, Mel, yeah. Yeah, it's very good, isn't it? Yeah, the 4000 series, and I'd be happy just with a 3000 series. I think they stepped it up, didn't it, with the 3000 series? If you could get your hands on them, that is. So I'll let everybody rush off and buy a 4000. I might just get a 3000. Yeah, Puzzle Peanut. I mean, there's probably a couple of things I would do on the PC, but I'd still be mainly using the console. The only thing I would do, of course, is, as I said earlier, sort of go for a capture card and do it a bit better, and use the PC to do all the processing and stuff. I seem to remember you getting yours, Mel. I think you were mentioning it in the Game Tech stream once. Did you bought a pre-built one, didn't you? Was it about a year ago? 12 months? Don't know. I think there was a few of you in the chat saying that you were buying a pre-built. Wow, took that one a bit wide. It's a decent run, this one, isn't it? 182 kilometers still to go. So, you know me, I like a long run, so if you're playing this game, pick up that trailer, and you don't have to do. Sometimes you don't want to do all that stopping and starting, do you? Going to all those delivery drop-off points. But here we can make €60,000 just on one journey. It's a longer journey, but yeah, I'd recommend this one. Yeah, you're on the gaming laptop, Mr. Water, yeah. It's an expensive business, isn't it? Let's face it. That's why consoles are so appealing, aren't they? Alright, you don't have the same range of games, but graphics card probably, a decent graphics card is going to cost you more than a PS5 or a Series X. So I think if you get a gaming PC, you have to have a definite plan in mind of what you're going to use it for. Alright Mel, thanks a lot. Catch you on the next one. I have to sort out my CloudBot actually. Not getting any messages from CloudBot these last couple of days, so I need to take a look at that. Because if I don't get CloudBot coming up telling you all to leave a like, I'm going to have to keep hassling you to leave me a thumbs up. Then again, you know that, don't you? You know that by now. I shouldn't be in this lane, should I? I should be over this side, so let's go. And we got 19 people watching, which is great. So I hope I'm already at 19 likes. Let's see how many we can get, see how many we can push it up to. Brilliant, thank you, Puzzle Peanut. So we've got a bit of roadworks going on right here, so better slow down slightly. Eleven's good, yeah, thanks Farah. I always rely on you, Farah, to give me the update report. It's also nice to see new people in the chat all the time as well. It's always really nice to see everybody come in. That's what it's about. Right, this is too fast for this bend. I'm getting nervous now. Yeah, thanks to everybody that's leaving me a thumbs up. Do appreciate that. That means once this goes into the on-demand, more people will be able to see it. The more likes we've got, so it's definitely worth it. Hey Rick Star, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm pretty good, yeah. Hope you're doing alright. So unless I'm mistaken, I think the rest of the road up to Rostock is like this. Let's call it an A road. It's not motorway. It's kind of like A road, dual carriageway. You're chilling out after a hectic yesterday. Yeah, Sunday is definitely for chilling out, no matter what you do the rest of the week. Let's check the map. I have a feeling I know where we are though, because yeah, we're coming across now. So we've gone past Hamburg, coming across the top of the map, the top of Germany, and we're going up to Rostock. So then I think what we'll do in the next one, we might come down from Rostock and see if there's anything down this right-hand side. It might be another long one actually. I don't think there is a worldwide shipping in Berlin. There's one in Magdeburg. There's definitely one in Magdeburg. I know that. We may end up coming all the way down to Munich. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Coming down the whole side of this map. That would be a big journey. I don't know where you are in the world, Rick Steyer, but certainly up here yesterday was a good day for a barbecue. It was very nice yesterday. I might even wheel out the barbecue next weekend if it's decent weather. You're down in Kent, right? Got you. God's own country. .3 kilometers. So even though it's been over 500 kilometers, it's not. We've always talked about it, haven't we? It's not real kilometers. Is it 1 in 10? I think it's 1 in 10, isn't it? But it still makes short work of it. I remember when I picked this game up and I thought, God, the map's massive. The whole of Germany, it's absolutely massive. It's not that big when you start using it. So, I mean, personally, the bigger the map, the better, I think. But 95 to go, just cruising along nicely. We're going to get our €60,000 when we get there. Farah, you do say lunch and dinner. It always makes me laugh when people say, especially at work, oh, we're going out to dinner, and it's about 7 o'clock, and I'll say, well, I had my dinner about 12:30. What are you talking about, going out to dinner? I'll come out for me tea. If you want me to come out for me tea, that's fine. Cadman, how are you doing? Yeah, the trailer's wobbling a bit. You know my driving. My driving's shocking. Yeah, you've been in a Jeep with me on Battlefield. I mean, you know what my driving's like by now. I think it's the, as well as my bad driving though, it's the physics of this thing. It's definitely the truck I was driving the other week, the long box trailer. It was very light on the cab. It was as if the weight on the back was pulling the cab downwards and the front wheels upward. This one isn't as bad. And by the way, why did it send me off that road to come back on again? That's a bit daft. This one's not as bad, but it definitely feels a little bit light on the front wheels. And that's why I'm doing a lot of movements with the steering as well. That video going down the hill is hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious, that one. That one is on the channel for posterity. It's a good one. Rick Starr, you should have come to me. Because, yeah, truck driver... I'm only giving you my own personal opinion, of course, but truck driver's pants. And I'm talking, it's probably about 18 months ago. No, not quite 18 months, maybe between 12 and 18 months since I played truck driver, so, you know, I'll hold my hand up, they could have improved it since then. But at that time, it was terrible. As soon as I had the Platinum Trophy, I was out of there, and it was painful to get the Platinum, it really was. To try and finish some of those missions, I just didn't have any enthusiasm for it, but I was so close that I wanted to finish it. So, I fortunately had the physical disc version, so once I finished it, I thought, what the hell, I'll just put it on eBay, and I actually got something like, I got something like 25 quid for it. I just couldn't get over it, but I wasn't going to argue about it. Yeah, Mr. Water says truck driver is terrible. Yeah, stick with this one if you're going to buy a trucking game. Because we know this one's not perfect, but if you put it side by side with truck driver, then this one looks immaculate, to be fair. Are you still on the PS4, Cadman? Are you on? Did you manage to get a PS5? Because I will say, as we've just been saying, you know, if you're thinking of buying one or the other, this one or truck driver, just honestly don't bother with truck driver. Really don't. Yeah, Mr. Waters got it right there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Farah, it's completely up to you. Everybody likes different things, don't they? But if you've ever, well, put it this way, if you've ever complained about this game in any way, shape, or form, then you will have a field day with truck driver. Because this, despite the little niggles that we've seen over the last, year or so, despite those niggles, it wipes the floor with truck driver. I just wouldn't bother. you know, watch a few videos of it. Honestly, it's just. If you look on my channel, I think I have maybe got one video. You'll find it. It's there. There is a playlist for truck driver because I did intend to do quite a few. There's one little video, and I recorded it so I could send it to. It's Sedesco, isn't it? The publisher. And I was having trouble with those time missions where you to get from one end of the map to the other, and they gave you something like 8 minutes to do it, and there was no way you were going to do it. The clock was all wrong. But I needed to do this for the platinum, and I literally had to drive something crazy. The truck was everywhere. I had to really blast it, and it's just not realistic. And I recorded one of them, and I sent it to them and said, "This can't be right." And they sent me a message back on Twitter saying, "Oh well, you know, we might look at that. We might fix it." I thought, well, if that's what if that's what you think, then what's the point, you know? Yeah, truck drivers that bad, Cadman. Yeah, I just wouldn't bother. But like I said, just watch somebody streaming it, because it may have stepped up since I last played it, but it was terrible. But have a look on the channel for that one video, and you'll see how fast I had to drive to actually beat the timer. And it wasn't fun. It's not like this where you feel like you're doing a job. It just wasn't fun. The one where the mirrors don't work, that was the mirrors didn't work on this to begin with, but now, as you can see, I mean, this is PS5, but it is the same on PS4. They're all working on PS4 the same. So at the beginning they weren't working on this. I can't remember with truck driver. Yeah, Mr. Water. Yeah, you had to drive like a maniac. Is that still the same then, Mr. Water? Because like I said, it's been a long time since I did that. I would have thought that was one of the first things they would have fixed. Because it just completely ruins the experience. Oh, look at that. I've actually... Right. Let's do this. I need to sleep. I've run out of driving time right at the end. We did that in the last one as well. So let me do that. To do this on the road, but we'll finish it in the dark, it's fine. Let's put the lights on. And let's go back to the tachograph. Now we can see it. Change it to driving mode. Accept. Right. Right, hang on. What's going on here? Gearbox is in neutral. Gearbox is not in neutral. Right, what did I do? What did I manage to do there? Shift back to neutral. How do I tell what gear I'm in? Oh, gearbox. How did I do? I must have done that without knowing. Thing is my truck started? Right, I've got out of shape here. Let's. I can't start it. I can't start the truck. How weird is that? Right, that's odd. Let me just try and work this out because... Right, the tachograph is good. We're in driving mode. Ignition up, nothing. It's kind of like I stalled it. Let's move the gears up a bit. This is definitely new. I'm gonna have to reset truck. I hope it doesn't reset the mission. No, there's nothing, Cadman. You can't. There's not. It's not interactive. The dashboard. gearbox is not in neutral. Oh, so right, it's telling me I need to be in neutral, obviously. I wonder if I can only start the engine when it's in neutral. Let's try it. How do I know when I'm in neutral, though? Gearbox backward. I don't know what gear I'm in, that's the thing, and I can't zoom. I can't zoom to look. If I go backward... right, so that's reverse. I can hear it beeping. Let's try that. Right, it's not that one. So let's go down another one. So that's reverse. It won't let me start it in reverse, will it? So I've come forward out of reverse. You would assume that's neutral. So let's try that. Nothing. Oh, that's the gear, is it? The one in like the little sun sort of thing in the hood. Got you. This is a new one. Right, so in that case then, I don't want to reset truck yet, but I will do if I need to. Yeah, so I can't go up out of first gear. Do I need the handbrake on? Right, that's neutral. Nothing. I think it's dead, isn't it? Well, I don't even know what I did. Right, so we'll do. Reset truck. Hopefully, we've only 21 kilometers to go. It doesn't screw us up. There we go. It started this time. Still got... Right, okay, let's do this. Let me put the lights on. We'll redo this. At least there is a reset. Whoa, what is that? Is that my trailer? Wow. Not only is the... Right, hang on a minute. Right, there's my trailer, right? Where is the cargo gone? Wow, we did break it. What is going on? There's me telling you how terrible truck driver is, and then we get an issue like this. Right, okay, I'm gonna try to... Well, let's just look at this, right? So, this is saying I still can deliver the stuff. So, are the containers just invisible? I'm gonna go and try and hook up there to the trailer. Let's just make sure that the tachograph is correct. I can't even see. Right, get the lights on. Why can I not even see the... Right, you know what, let's just... Supports need to be lifted. What's it talking about? Right, I'm going to risk... Oh wow, it's hooked to me, look! The trailer's hooked to me. How is it? Right, it's screwed, isn't it? I'm not sure about this one. There's the speeding penalty, the red light. It just flashed. Right, look at this. What is going on? Oh, put the cord in the slot. In. Accept. Right, let's get to the daylight. Oh, God, I don't even know what's going on. Supports need to be lifted. I honestly don't know what I've done. I've got the hazards on. Let's turn those off. Let's turn the hazards off. Now, if this was Train Sim World, I would get out and I would uncouple the. I would uncouple the wagon there. So let's just see. Right, there's nothing there. It said the supports need to be lifted. What is he doing? Is he blind? What's going on? Let's raise the supports, like it said, or lower the supports. I don't think that's going to make. Oh, that says lift the supports. Right. We've kind of in a pig zero this one, but let's try another reset, shall we? Right, it's kind of like invisibly sort of attached. But it's not there. It's kind of like not there, you know. Well, I don't know how we can finish this one then. The other thing is, look at that. I can't see the tachograph. Where's the tachograph gone? Isn't it weird? Yeah, it would only happen to me, Rick Star. Yeah, it would. Venom says, "How's it going?" I don't know if you're being facetious there, you know, Venom. Feel a message to Fabian coming. I think so, yeah. I mean, I can't even tell what is meant to be going on there. Supports need to be lifted, but you know what? We're going to go for a drive anyway, because why not? I mean, the thing is, it looks as if on the map the where we're going is behind us. Is it? Yeah, it's behind us. So how do I? What if I do this and force it? It still wants to be attached. Look. Right, it says put the cord in the slot. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go to night 10. Let me just do that again. So we get some daylight. That's better. Right. So, see, look at the supports need to be lifted. Right, I'm gonna do the supports. Then we're gonna try and move it. Where's the supports? There they are. Right, that's the supports. Release the parking brake. Yeah, it's not having it, is it? Is this the only way I'm going to get the 20 kilometers? This ain't going to work, is it? By hook or by crook, I want to get, with or without the cargo, to the destination. Look at it dragging me. Oh my word, what is this? Oh dear me. Yeah, it is a good job that Mel's gone. Yeah, she would say, "Told you so." thing about this is, I honestly don't know. I'd have to re-watch it afterwards, but I don't know what it was that I did to make it do this, or even if I did anything. Let's reset again. There's our trailer. We've got a red light. Let's do the tachograph. Code in. Accept. So I can't even see what the tachograph's doing now. So it's definitely completely glitched out. Right. Supports need to be lifted again, you see. I'm going to wait for this red light, and I'm going to see how far we get. It's a bit silly, isn't it? If we really can't get anywhere, then we'll call it a night, but right, okay. A tachograph once again. Right, has that done it? Right, we'll push the trailer in if we can do it. Although, if I turn right, it's not going to want to go right, is it? It's trying to put me in a tree now. This truck's going to come off worse. Oh, there he goes. I can't get it to do anything. It's as if... Now, see if this car goes through the middle. Right, so there's nothing there actually attaching it. But in-game there is. And I'm completely stuck now. Can I unattach it? It's a good point, isn't it? Truck overloaded. Let's see what happens now. Reduce the loaded goods. See, there's another message which is really bizarre. So now I'm not moving anywhere. So I would say... I would say that is the end of the stream. I don't even know what's going on. I can't even tell you. The city... Oh, look at this guy squeezing through. The city of Rostock has come to a screeching halt. We've got cars and trucks everywhere. Unfortunately, in big black letters, my name is on the side of it, which isn't going to do us any good. But this truck is going nowhere. Let's try one more reset before we go. Right, where is the trailer? The trailer's right over there, look. Let's just try once more to see if we can hook up to the trailer. Ah, interesting. I can see the tachograph again, so is this now going to let us... let's just put that in. Change that, because we can go to the driving time. Right, let's see this time if I can now actually hook up. Let's just say truck overloaded. Yeah, it's not moving. Reduce loaded goods. So does that mean if I go to this, yeah, truck and trailer overloaded. Yet the trailer isn't even attached to me, so right, one more reset. Right. Tachograph. Change that. Accept. Yeah, truck is overloaded. Reduce the loaded goods. So I have no idea. Yeah, I can't attach the trailer again, Rickstock, because I can't move. It's not moving anywhere. Cancel the assignment. Do you mean in how do you do that? It is like Benny Hill, yeah. Yeah, the assignment doesn't appear here. So can I kill that anywhere else? I don't know if I can. These are all the jobs that are completed by the other drivers. Well, that says add. Oh no, that adds it to the route, doesn't it? That's not good. I don't want to do that. Oh, there we go. Hang on a minute. So if let me do this, let me cancel it. It's going to cost me. I'm not going to get my 60,000 euros. Right, so that now. Ah, look at that. So I'm going to pick the trailer route. I'm going to see if I can make the best of a bad job. And you're right. I'm going to talk to Aerosoft and see what they think about this one. Because it's interesting, to say the least. And I don't want to go for that red light particularly either. So let's at least see if I can get hooked up. Helps if I reverse. Try that again. Let's try the old head out the window. Right, let's see if that... This is risky. I don't even know what's going on. So we do that, and then where do we lift the supports now? Because it's hooked up. Right. So you know what I'm going to do? Right, we lost that delivery. But we were going to worldwide shipping. So I'm not going to be defeated by this. And we're going to go to worldwide shipping with or without the load. And let me have a look. It's not going to let me set an objective to get there. We need to do a right, do another right. We need to go right, right, right to begin with. So let's do that. Let's make sure the tachograph's fine. We've got the trailer. Oh, dear me. I honestly, I'll watch this back later. If there's something that I've pressed in a flurry of buttons and controls, then that's definitely my fault, but I don't think I did anything. Suddenly the trailer was overloaded. Yeah, it's been quite happy about the trailer the whole time we were going up here on this big job. So it's definitely a strange one. So let's just get there, and then at least we can say we completed the run, if not with the job we started. And this is what I was saying about the difference between this and truck driver. There's just some little niggles still, and that's one of them. But that's the first time that one's happened to me. That's weird, very weird. It was funny, but it was weird. I'm glad though I've been able to recover it to this point. I didn't want to lose the whole run. All right, I'm not going to get paid, but I didn't want to lose the whole run and the trailer, etc. Because the trailers are not cheap. So at least we did it and took a little fine. But yeah, it's very, very strange. It could be the trailer. You're right, Puzzle Peanut. It could be the trailer because this is the... Actually, I did one run in this trailer. This is the second run I've done. And I'm wondering if distance has anything to do with it, perhaps. Because it was a long run, that one. But what I'll do is, and I might do it off stream, I'll try it again from here and see if I can do a proper run with it and get one finished. Now worldwide shipping's over there, look, but I can't get there, so I'm gonna have to go... Right, I'm gonna have to go around this corner and down onto that road. I'd be interested though, Puzzle Peanut, if you do get that trailer to just try it and see if you do get any issues. Because it's odd. I will reach out to them and show them, see if they can shed any light. I mean, it might be a known issue that we just don't know about yet. There was one of my earlier videos. There was one run I did where I hooked up to a trailer, and the trailer behind me was just on one side of its wheels. The other side was up in the air, and I managed to fix that. And that was a similar thing where I had to unhook the trailer, and I had to unhook the trailer and hook it back up again, and it kind of corrected itself. But yeah, just there's obviously some odd physics going on with trailers. Now I just need to work out how to get to worldwide shipping. Let's have a look. What's the best way for me to go? I will go this way. If we get a green light, that is. Right, there we go. So I need to find an exit just up here that will let me come back over to the left there. That's frustrating, that though, after such a long run. You know, just about to deliver the goods, as it were, and then we get an issue like that. But it's one of those things, isn't it? I have not got a clue when I'm going to get an exit. We'll find one. Here's one. Rostock South. This will do us. Let's just check the map. I want to go left and then right. Hopefully. So we'll follow this guy. Oh, there's worldwide shipping. Look, there's an advert for it. Let's just make sure again we're on the right path. Yeah, we should be. Thanks everybody for coming in though. Hope it's been entertaining. It was meant to be a simple A to B. I didn't count on us being hooked from the front of the truck to the back of the trailer or anything like that, or our containers disappearing or anything like that. So I hope it's definitely been entertaining. You know, some games throw up some strange things, don't they? So I think we're going straight on. Yeah, Rick says it was entertaining. It was a weird one. It was definitely weird. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what brought that on. It seemed to come out of nowhere. I'm going to go back and I'm going to check exactly what I was doing at the time. But it just seemed to jump. I mean, the thing about being in gear, I didn't even know actually there was a manual gearbox. It looks as if you can use a manual gearbox. I didn't even know that. I've always just used the automatic gearbox. This guy's not going to move, is he? We'll squeeze past him. Thanks, Puzzle Peanut. Yeah, I always seem to find the issues, don't I? Thing is, though, I wouldn't have been happy just to abandon the whole run. I at least want to get to worldwide shipping, just to say that I did. You know, we're coming up on it now. I'm gonna have to work my way around here to get in, though. I don't care about red lights at this point. Oh, it let me off actually. That was good. So I can see the lovely cranes of the destination right here. The boss is going to say nice to see you, but where the hell is my stuff? Look at that too, that's interesting. The barrier's there. across the road. So is this the most north? Yeah, it's the most northerly part of this area of the map. Hey Stephen, how are you? Oh, yeah, skip back. If you want a kind of feel good feeling, start at the beginning, because we were having a very good stream, and then we got one of those glitches that just kind of comes out of nowhere, literally, and we don't really know what happened. It's just one of them. This is where I was meant to be going, albeit with a full trailer. Never rest. Oh, did I rest? Is that what I did? Do you know, you've got a point there? You've got a point. So as I remember it, we ran out of driving time. I stopped at the lights. I know I shouldn't have stopped at the lights and did it, but I actually did rest. So is that what it is? Is it the resting with the containers? Because if it is, then we could all do to remember that. I bet that's what it is then. If you've come across that before, Stephen. So there's a lesson learned there then, in that case. So I did a really long run. So what? So if you can't... What are you meant to do then? Are you meant to detach the trailer and rest? Because that run I was doing, I started with the full 9 hours driving time, but the run was so long that I ran out of time. Right at the end, actually, 21 kilometres from the end, which is frustrating. So are you meant to detach the trailer to rest, or just not rest? Because I guess you can't finish it if you don't rest. So I'd be interested to know about that one. You should unattach the truck before you reset it. Yeah, I think it sounds like that. It sounds like it's particularly to do with the containers and resting. Stephen says yes, detach is the only workaround. You didn't need to reset the truck. You were trying to start the truck, but there's a bug. You need to do ignition off, even if the truck is off. We tried various things, and I couldn't quite work out what was going on, to be honest, Stephen. Yeah. But now I know if we need to rest, we've got to detach the trailer. Seems a bit odd to me. That wouldn't happen in real life, would it? You'd pull in somewhere, and surely you wouldn't unattach your trailer. Unless you've got to do that because it's a bug. And only because it's a bug. Unattach the trailer before you reset the truck. Right, okay, yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah, because I guess it resets the truck. The truck, not the trailer. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to remember now not to rest unless I detach the back. I think that was the key thing that set it off, now that you mention it, Stephen, so that's a good tip. I certainly didn't know that, so probably there's a few others that didn't know that. But it is good info for Fabian. Exactly right, Puzzle Peanut. So I'll mention it to him. Stephen says, ironically, some of these bugs were present on the PS4 version that they fixed, so the bugs are coming back. Maybe that's why I've not noticed it before, because I did container runs on the PS4 version. Lots and lots. Never had an issue, so it is what it is. I wanted to get to the end, which we did. So we still completed the 500 odd kilometre run up from Dortmund. So I'm going to leave the truck here for next time, and we'll pick something else up for the next run. I'll make sure we've got the full 9 hours, and if we sleep, we detach the truck first. And I think we'll take it from there. So thanks everyone for joining. Hope it kept you entertained. It was a new one on me that I won't forget. I'm just glad we didn't have to abandon it. So thanks everybody for coming in. I do appreciate it, and take it easy this week, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.